Hey everyone, this is Faizan
And Rahim Dawood.
and we're from Enclave Digital Ecosystems. And today we're going to be conversing on we're distant. Technology is playing a big part especially for small business owners. And I'm talking about like small business owners who are like, 1 to 2 or 3 person shops. And they've been kind of thrown into this mix and they've bought into technology in the past where they were promised big things. It was like a magic pill that was given to them saying this will solve XYZ problems. And now they're realizing, based on the conversations that Rahim and I are having with them as part of some of our the free offering that we've got out there, that these problems that they were supposed to have solved are actually not solved, and it's causing them more issues. So what I want to focus, Rahim, today on is this concept of an advisor, right? And technology advisor in our case. And what are some of the signs that we should be looking for? So, what are your thoughts on having a technology advisor? What are the benefits, and how does a small business actually take advantage of somebody like us?
Yeah. As you were talking there internally, I'm a little cringy about the word technology and advisor together.
Yes, I totally get it. I totally get it. I've been not in this life, but in previous in long distant previous lives, right? Like a salesperson's like, "Don't give away free advice." Like, yeah, yeah, but yeah, no,
Yeah.
I totally hear you.
Yeah, and there's another angle to that as well, where a technical or a technology advisor is only really interested in peddling technology, and so buyer beware, right? So coming back to the topic, in the interest of keeping this short, is that when you are interacting with an advisor, somebody that is claiming to be invested in your business, some of the signs I think that you should be looking out for is how truly are they really extending this partnership. And you can tell when you're interacting with people, and we've seen this with the few people that we're talking to today. They find us a breath of fresh air. They're saying, oh, nobody's ever asked me these questions before, or nobody's really interested in finding out what I do when I'm marketing, or why is it so important for me that this territory I have the most amount of exposure to, and what have you and whatnot. So those little things matter. And again, these organizations, we call them 1 or 2 person organizations or small organizations. The challenges exist, for them as much as they do for larger organizations. But even for them, when you look at the profile of the few customers that have chosen to reach out and work with us, and including some of our own existing customers, it's they're a small organization with 6-figure turnovers. So they're actually doing a lot of work. There's a lot that goes into their business that requires a fair bit of understanding of somebody that is truly plugged in, that understands, how they tick, and then help them kind of leverage the technology that they invest in. So, look out for somebody that is asking you questions. Not questions to prepare for a sale, because you can tell when somebody's trying to sell you something, but asking you questions truly to understand who you are, and then proving themselves out. I mean, in the most complex of situations, all it takes is a proof of concept. We were having a conversation, for example, with this entity that is hit hard by this 6 feet apart situation, where they cannot actually be physically at a place where they need to be to show and tell. And we were quickly able to, after having a 5-minute conversation, say, hey, wait a minute, stay where you are. I'm going to switch this conversation to my Teams on my phone, and I'm going to do a walkabout, and we're going to keep talking, and tell me if this solves the problem that you've just expressed to us. And right away, they were like, wow, this is it. Like, this is what I was looking for. Meanwhile, they've got 3 or 4 advisors hovering over them this in the last 3 months, right? So that's what you got to look out for.
And I think partly I'll also add, right, like from an advising perspective, you can trust somebody who's actually looking at everything,
Mm-hmm.
right? Not just tell me how you host your website. And that's
Right.
like, well, yeah, but my website just does this, but really my focus is on this offline business. No, but tell me how, like, if that's all they're doing, they're,
They want to
I
sell
have
you a
some worse words,
website.
but yeah, they're trying to sell you something. And I think the focus has to be where people I think have found value in us. as well as others that are doing the same, providing the same type of service. We're not the only ones doing it this way. Is that there are people that are providing this value, looking at the whole business, saying, yeah, technology may solve this problem, but it won't actually solve X, right? So for us, I think it has been a breath of fresh air. I think we'll leave it here, and we will continue this conversation going forward. These are the type of topics we'll be discussing. Focus on the small businesses. Hopefully, you'll find value. Follow us on LinkedIn, on Twitter, and comment and ask us questions that you want answered. So until next time, my name is Faizan Sabzali.
Rahim Daud.
We're from Enclave Digital Ecosystems. Thank you.
Cheers.